I was out in Orlando to find a train on the short line Florida Central Railroad. Orlando being foreign territory to me, my friend Shannon Sikora guided me up to their Modelo Park yard, where a Jeep 9 RM number 7063 was getting ready to pull train Z915 down to CSX's Taft Yard. I needed the Z train for my video, How CSX Numbers Its Trains. I'll put a link to that video at the end of this one. The crew brought the engine down from their shops, coupled up to the train, and pulled it south. This consist will go on an outbound CSX train, and the crew will pick up inbound cars and bring them back to Modelo. On my way back to Tampa, I followed the A-Line, CSX's ex-Atlantic Coastline main that ran from Richmond, Virginia to Tampa, Florida, via Sanford, Orlando, Kissimmee, and here at Lake Alfred. Train 0738, a local out of Lakeland's Winston Yard, runs to a sand mine at Davenport and back, working mainline customers along the way. One of them is Florida Caribbean Distillers, Florida's giant sugar industry south of Lake Okeechobee, the trains of which you can see in this video of mine create lots of byproducts. One of them is rum. When I got out of the truck, I knew instantly what was produced here. The aroma is unmistakable. Molasses from sugar production is distilled into alcohol. I'm not sure which end of that process is done here at Lake Alfred. 0738 is pulling an empty tank out of the track at the distillery. It's a simple maneuver, but several precautions must be taken, especially in this situation. Before the switching, the bulk of the train must be left on the main, and right here it's on a hill, so handbrakes must be set on that cut. Then another car is dropped and the brakes set on it, apparently as a stopper for the empty tank car coming out. 0738 pulls the empty out of the distillery track and past the switch. Then a quick shove back, and the empty tank on the bottom is cut away, and it rolls gently back onto the tied-down hopper. Now the loaded car is delivered. Shoving back into the distillery track, they spot the car under the siphon and then pull back out. I've noticed recently that locals are running engines backward or long hood forward. 0738 is doing it today with an SD50. The word is out that CSX is slowly getting rid of these engines. This model was designed as an upgrade from the perennial SD40 and SD40-2. But a higher horsepower engine led to vibrations that reduced reliability, and you didn't see many of these engines for a long time. Then overhauls with improved parts and modifications got them back on the road, and here they are. I chased 0738 to Auburndale, where the dispatcher put him in the siding to get out of Amtrak 97's way. The Silver Meteor came up in a few minutes and just as quickly vanished. The engineer then notched up his big SD50 and got his heavy train rolling south again. This is a pretty long train as locals go, including a big cut of loaded sand hoppers out of the mine at Davenport. Working my way home on I-4, I hear on my radio Q442 passing a train out there somewhere.
Q442-19 calling engine 480. Your train looks good, your markers are placed. Those look good also, yes, take trip.
Now 442 is northbound, so that means the train he's passing is southbound. Okay. 442 normally takes the S line out of Tampa via Zephyr Hills, Wildwood, Baldwin, the ex-Seaboard Maine. Okay, so there's 3 sidings that are within my radio range. That's about 12 good miles on a regular day. All right, 3 sidings. That's Valrico, Plant City siding, and Knights siding. Now, I rule out Valrico because dispatchers don't seem to like to pass trains there. And Plant City I rule out because the radio transmissions were scratchy. If he were at Plant City siding, which I-4 is right on top of, it would have been crystal clear. That leaves Knights siding. So I figure they're passing at Knights. There's a defect detector just below Knights at the S818. And I know if I hear that defect detector go off, that southbound is coming at me instead of going away from me.
CSX Equipment Defect Detector. Milepost 818.9.
Tally ho! When he hit that defect detector, I knew he was coming south and toward me. So I swung in at the old reliable S-line spot, Plant City Crossing. Now, if you would, please hit the like button if you like this video. And I'll see you next time somewhere out there on the rails. Until then, this is Danny Harmon, out.